Hello everyone, welcome to the ichimokucharts.com daily analysis for the SP 500 for Tuesday, August the 4th. Well, an interesting day's trading today, and just looking at the trend of the market, the uptrend is still intact in the first time frame. We're in a second time frame uptrend, as evidenced by the series of higher peaks and higher troughs. Here we have a trough, a peak, a higher trough and a higher peak once we cross that area there. And in the first time frame, we compare the highs and lows of the current bar to the previous. We have a higher high and a higher low, so we have an uptrend in place. The colour of the candle is still green, which means that the bulls have made net positive gain on the day. So quite a few positive bullish factors for this market. And the market is open near the mid-range and closed up near the high. And that tells us that the bulls have gained control of this market, and they're showing commitment to pushing this market higher. The only problem is, though, that we couldn't close up above the resistance that we've identified at 1,007. That was the top of this zone of resistance. We've successfully taken out 1,000, and a lot of people, especially the commentators and the general media, are focused on this 1,000 level, but they failed to note that the resistance is actually at 1,007. And the market tried to trade up through there, and there was just a very small amount of selling as the market tried to trade there. What we want to see is a solid close up above that resistance. Now, a few things that are worrying here. The size of the candle body has reduced, and that means that the bulls have made less net gain today than they have previously. And that may be fairly significant as this market is approaching this zone of resistance. So it's telling us that the bulls are losing their power, and it's not what we'd like to see. Now, just also in bar chart terms, looking at the range of the bar for today, and the range is the distance between the high and the low compared to the previous day, and that tells us something about the eagerness of the bulls or the bears. And this contraction of the range is telling us that the bulls are not as eager. So not only is the size of the body of the candle telling us something, but the size of the total range of trading for the day. So the bulls have lost their eagerness. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not eager. They're still committed to this trend going up. We still have a first time frame uptrend, and that's the most important thing here. The uptrend is still intact. So what do we do here? Well, what we want to see is a solid close up above 1,007, but we need to keep an eye on the low of the current candle. If that's taken out, there is potential for a new first time frame downtrend. If we do have a first time frame downtrend, we need to look to the Tenkan-sen for support. The Tenkan-sen is at 980. That's the first area of support that we'll have. Then we had this minor swing low at 968, and then this previous area of support at 956, and then this previous area of resistance, which will potentially turn into support at 956, and the Kijun-sen, which is at 938. So there are a lot of areas of support down along the way. Now, just looking at the Ichimoku indicators, we're trading well up above the cloud, which means that the market has a strong positive bias. We're trading up above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, and the Tenkan-sen is above the Kijun-sen, which means that everything is positive and bullish for this market at the moment. Looking at the angle of the Tenkan-sen at the moment, it's pointing up very, very sharply, and we know that the market acts a bit like a rubber band. When we move too far away from equilibrium, which is represented by that line there, the Tenkan-sen, then it means that there is a chance that the market will come back towards that line. So the only thing is, though, we need to read our short-term dynamics about when that there is the potential for that to happen. We've identified that there is a chance, and what we're doing is trading on probabilities. We don't take any of those trades, though, until they're confirmed. We need a confirmed lower high and lower low before we can consider that the market will be trading back towards the Tenkan-sen. So there is potential there, though, because we are in disequilibrium, and we know that the market has the potential to move back to equilibrium. So potential support there, but the 1,007 level is the area that we want to see taken out in this first time frame uptrend with a solid close up above there.